Homer rose to become a senator whose status surpassed even that of the emperor. Marge was a vicious woman driven solely by her hunger for wealth and power, and under the indulgence of both parents, Bart grew into a ruthless tyrant. In his youth, Homer fought bravely in the gladiatorial arena, where he caught the attention of the slave owner's daughter, Marge. The two quickly fell in love, and before long, Marge became pregnant. Under the witness of the crowd, they were married. Many years later, Homer inherited his father-in-law's laundry business.
Fun fact, in ancient Rome, clothes were washed with ammonia, which is derived from human urine.
As the supply of urine became insufficient, Homer was forced to close the shop by noon each day. It was then that one of his friends proposed a solution.
All you gotta do is put these jugs outside of taverns, and you'll get your urine, it's gratis.
The idea was implemented almost immediately, and business soon flourished. Before long, Homer's laundry empire spread across the entire country. The family rode in carriages to the wealthy districts, and Marge finally became the rich woman she had always desired. Yet Marge's greed knew no bounds. She urged Homer to run for senator in order to gain political power. Homer went to petition the king, only to be met with merciless ridicule. As he left the palace, he encountered Burns, who told him that if he killed the king, the position of senator would be his. That night, Homer entered the king's bedchamber. Without hesitation, he murdered the emperor. Homer successfully became a senator, and Marge rose into high society. Later that evening, Marge complained that the emperor had not attended her banquet.
Yeah, well, what do you want me to do about it? Kill the emperor?
Convinced of her reasoning, she produced a knife and handed it to Homer. Homer had no desire to go through with it, but Marge, her mind completely consumed by power and ambition, refused to listen. During Burns's inauguration ceremony, a poisoned cup of wine claimed Burns's life, and the assembly proposed selecting a new emperor.
We deserve an emperor who can boldly lead us into the future. My son, Particular.
The remaining senators had already been bribed. Bart ascended the throne, determined to expand the empire's territory, even declaring war on the sea god. Though victorious at first, the casualties were devastating, prompting him to construct massive and costly city walls for defense.
Who needs you coffin sucking aqueduct guzzlers?
In an effort to silence criticism, Bart rendered the Senate meaningless. Unable to endure his son's tyranny, Homer called on the people to rebel. No one answered his plea, and Bart sentenced him to imprisonment. Lisa secretly came to rescue him, but Homer refused to flee. He was determined to overthrow Bart's kingdom.
No.
Though he had lost everything, the spirit of a warrior still burned within him. Dragging his bloated body, Homer stepped once more into the arena. Bart mocked him mercilessly, but Homer retaliated by lifting his robe in defiance. This act enraged Bart completely, and before the eyes of the crowd, father and son began to fight. Relying on his sheer bulk, Homer violently knocked Bart away. Seizing the moment while Homer was distracted, Bart drew a hidden weapon and delivered a fatal blow. In his final act, Homer grabbed Bart by the throat and strangled him.
My life is over. I failed Rome like a less than perfect father. Worst of all, I really screwed over my friend.
The next moment, Homer collapsed to the ground. Marge finally realized that it was her boundless ambition that had cost her the man she loved most. She took out poison and drank it in one gulp. Thus,
Mom, what about me? We never really clicked.
the horn signaling the downfall of Rome was sounded.